Hi. Trip didn't start off well, but we made it to New Mexico, and as you can see, things are not going any better.
No.
Well, hey y'all. So guess what? Behind us, which you can't see, we have the RV. And it's been in the shop for 4.5 months. We haven't had it or gone out in it since before Thanksgiving. So you want to tell everybody what was wrong with it?
Well, so what was explained to me from the dealership is that there was a bar, kind of like an L bracket type situation, on the main frame of the RV, the main frame. But then it was installed upside down, which connects it to the actual frame of the RV area, the living area. With that being installed upside down, it was causing it to not flex properly, which was causing issues, causing like the wallpapers to tear and the boards and stuff to kind of get flexed and torn a little bit inside the basement area. But they were able to completely uninstall that, reinstall it correctly, and now we have no problems.
Yeah, so
other than the problem Nicole created.
I didn't create anything. I happened to capture it, but I didn't create it. So we had a travel day yesterday. It started out fine. The girls, it was their last day of school. Took them to school. But I did go get them right before lunch, a couple hours early, so they could say bye to their friends, say bye to their teachers and whatnot. We went to hook up the camper, and we were off on the alignment, and I was filming it just to grab some content, and it was misaligned. We both saw it, but we couldn't stop it in time. And what's that thing called?
So we have the Anderson hitch, the Anderson Ultimate hitch, which we've had since we got the truck. And the little red piece that goes around the kingpin on the RV,
the coupling.
Yeah, it's called the ball funnel. So basically, you set the hitch right over the ball, and it's supposed to funnel it straight into where it needs to go, and to get seated properly. Well, it was off that much, and I saw it was off. I was like, I'm going to stop it. Too late.
Then it popped off, completely broke, went flying across the bed of the truck.
I'm going to have to stop.
I panicked because I thought we couldn't hook up the RV and go, and we were on a time window that we needed to get out of town. But apparently that piece doesn't have anything to do with the actually keeping the RV on the truck.
Yeah, so it's actually just a piece of plastic that Anderson designed to, like I say, funnel the ball into where you can get hitched up easily. But it also is designed to do exactly what it did, and it didn't damage any of the coupling, which is the important part.
Yeah. So we were still able to get on the road. Josh has been talking to Anderson. They are going to cover it under warranty, so they are sending us a new one. We do have to pay the shipping, but they are going to send us a new one. We also, in the meantime, Josh had called around to several places in Amarillo where we were coming through, and nobody had it in stock. We did find one on Amazon. It's being shipped to our house, and we have some friends that are actually going to pick it up and bring it to us because we're going to meet them later in our trip. So we'll at least have a backup.
In case it ever happens again.
Yes, hopefully it won't. But Then we get to where we were going to go. We unloaded our RZR, and Archie and Crystal came by to put our RZR on their trailer, their long flatbed, to haul it to New Mexico for us. And did that, got the boys settled with Greenie. We came back, was trying to get the girls set up in their bed and get a movie on for them. And their DVD player, so they're in the toy hauler part of the RV. We lowered the beds, put the carpet out, did all that. They have a TV, and then up in the top left cabinet is their DVD player. And, you know, nobody can really reach that. You have to have a little steppy stool or
Especially
something.
us short people.
Yes. So we had our smaller Yeti cooler sitting right there. I thought it was full of ice and beverages, as it normally is. So I just stood on it to reach up to the DVD player and get something fixed. Apparently it was not full, and it tipped over, and I went crashing down. I landed ribs first on the Yeti cooler.
I was outside taking my drone test when I hear all the commotion.
It scared Everly, so she started running for the door to get Josh, but Josh was running in the door, and he's like, "What was that?" And I'm like, "That was me." And I sat there for a while. I am very sore, but I could have been in a lot worse shape. I actually thought I would be in a lot worse shape today than I actually am. I am sore, but lesson learned. Make sure it's full of... If you're going to stand on a cooler, at least make sure it's full and it's not going to tip over.
Or use the little step ladder we have.
Yeah. Or do that. That makes more sense. So... we were really questioning our trip last night. Like, this is our first trip out in months.
Thought about just staying at the winery.
Yeah, we stayed at Barcy Winery last night with the Harvest Host location, and we love staying there. It's super peaceful. They've got great wine. The staff is just wonderful. It's a great atmosphere.
And I have new drone footage of it. So.
Yes, we got a new drone. So we're going to start showing y'all some fun drone footage, and hopefully we can get some while we're out riding. It's supposed to rain, so we're gonna see how that works out. But we were questioning our life choices last night, but it's a new day. We got out on our way to Eagle Nest, New Mexico. We're gonna pop into Red River and Angel Fire, try to get some riding in, camp with our friends before we head to Glorieta.
Family camp.
We're family camp. We're going to an adventure camp, and our church is having a camp out there, and that's going to be a lot of fun. So, and then we're going to hit an alpaca farm on the way home, which will be kind of cool. Another Harvest Host location. This one's really popular. We are excited that we were able to get a night there. So we're going to pop in there before we head back to Lubbock and jump into summer. We've got palm camps and dance camps and cheer camps and
work.
Yeah, work.
And more work.
So anyway, off we go. Hi. So we told you about our travel day. Trip didn't start off well, but we made it to New Mexico, and as you can see, things are not going any better.
Now, as soon as we pulled in, I noticed the bottom of our sofa slide had about 1.5 inch gap at the bottom. I was like, well, that's kind of odd. So I started moving the slide out. As it's going out, I'm sitting there, I'm looking at it, and like, wait a minute, something's not right. The more I look at it, the cable on the bottom, which pulls the slide back in. So that cable was gone, like missing, not even there. Except for this much of it, still stuck at the end of it that broke. So, with that being said, I got it about halfway, pulled the trim off the side, looked. Sure enough, there it was, all just hanging loose. So, luckily, I'm smart-ish and listen to everybody that has cable slides. Always buy you a replacement. Just have an extra one on hand. Guess what? I had an extra one. So, got the extra one in. Dustin got here, helped me get it all in. Now, the only thing I did not have, the big crimper to crimp the aluminum piece to hold the cables together. So, we ran up to Angel Fire, went in, they have a True Value, got in a couple cable clamps to secure it for now. When we get home, when Dustin actually has the crimper that we need. So we'll get it crimped properly. We'll be good to go. So,
and what time is it now? It's about 7:30. We got here at 2:30. Set up. You started working on it, what, about 3:15 probably?
Yep, about 3:15.
And that's how long it took. So now I can get the camper set up.
Yeah. In the meantime, I had crap everywhere.
I was
tools.
I was inside because he always takes care of everything outside. I take care of everything inside when we get here. And I just pulled stuff out of the cabinets. I was going to set everything up, about to start cleaning. He walks in and just jumps up onto the island in the middle of it. And I'm just like, what are you doing? And it just got worse from there. So,
but as you can see, got the trim all back up. Everything looks good. Everything works good. We can enjoy our day.
Yesterday we said, tomorrow's another day. Well, here we are. And we're going to try one more time. Tomorrow's another day.
Tomorrow is another day. I think we're going to go to Red River and ride, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
There's a festival and a motorcycle rally, so...
And a couple years ago, that motorcycle rally got a little out of hand, so...
The crowd is what may not be feasible. We'll see. We don't know.
Yep.
We'll figure out what we're going to do.
So, until tomorrow. All right. Morning, y'all. So, we're at it again. Hopefully today's a lot better day, and the only setback that we have today is we drove all the way to Red River, got the RZR unhooked and everything, and I left the girls' helmets in the camper. So I had to go back to the camper to get the helmets, because we don't let the girls ride without helmets. So I am making the drive back to Red River, and we're going to go ride around, check it out, and have some fun. There's a whole lot of activities going on this morning in Red River. We're going to go and get the RZR out and go hit the trails and have some fun. I love the mountains of Red River, New Mexico.
Red River, New Mexico really never disappoints when we go off-roading. Our favorite trail is the Goose Lake Trail, which we went up while we were there. However, we got about a quarter of a mile from the lake and we had to turn around. The snow was preventing anybody from going any further. So we turned around and we went down to the Bunker Hill Trail and played around with the drone down there. We had a really great time. It was pretty cold. We were there in late May and there was still enough snow at the top of Goose Lake to prevent us from going in. But for some reason, everybody was wearing shorts. Something to keep in mind if you want to off-road in Red River, New Mexico this time of year, sometime between mid-May and mid-June is elk calving season, so a lot of the trails are closed down and you cannot access them. The elks are having their babies, and the loud noise will scare off the elk and cause them to run, and therefore abandoning their babies. So they are very strict about riding on those trails or even walking on those trails. So be sure you check that out before you go. Make sure you know the dates because some of your favorite trails could be closed. We had a little oopsie with the drone, but the drone was fine. It actually just slid off the top of the RZR. Be sure to like and subscribe for more family adventure travel, and you can also follow us on TikTok and Instagram at Gaffers Go Coastal. See y'all out there. So.
And you're just rambling?
Anyway. I'm trying to make your editing a little more challenging than it is.
Was the big crimper to crimp the little aluminum piece.
Oh. Does it say 7:30?
I don't know.
Doesn't seem like it's that late.
I don't know.
Anyway.